Hey guys, Julie Saillant, how are you? 33s, what's up? It is I, your iridescent unicorn. Somebody gave me that name. I'm rolling with it. And you guys are unicorns too, because you're all master numbers. So you're all unicorns. So get it, get with the program. You are all unicorns. Thank you guys for being here. I want to do a shorter video for you today because I know that some of my videos go super long and you're all really busy. But I actually I get a lot of comments from you guys and emails as well. And thank you for all of that. I really appreciate it. I love you all. The only reason I do this is to shine my light into the world and for you to shine yours. That's all that I ask for, because I need help out here, right? The whole collective, we need to come together, and we're all in it together, right? Whatever happens to you happens to me, and vice versa. That's what the law of one is that I've been teaching on. All right. Real quickly, if you love this channel, and I hope you do, and you're here probably for the whatever time, I appreciate you and thank you for all the love. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're growing the channel, and I'm super stoked about the way that it's going, because it's super organic and people are starting to find us, and that's what I want. And also, as you know, if it's your first time, we go by life path numbers here. This is a master life path number 33. And you get that by adding up your birthday. So that you'll have to watch another video to get that, because I've gone through that millions of times. If you want a private reading from me, I am a shaman. I am an intuitive healer. I am also an animal communicator. If you want a session with me, or you want to work with me, I offer coaching programs for 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. And if you want a session for your animal, all the links are below in the description box, as well as a donation as well, if you feel inclined. So all that's below. So today, I really want to take it like just flow today. Really, there's no agenda. I don't have anything on my mind, but I was looking and I saw somebody had written, I'm not going to say their name, but somebody had written to me, and we were talking about dreams. And we were talking about following your dreams. And this is what he said. He said, people need to follow their dreams, right? Hold on. Okay. People need to follow their dreams. That is how they find themselves and their true happiness. Go after your dreams. After all, that is heaven guiding you to your path and destiny. You can't live your life for other people. You are here to live your life for you. And when you find yourself and you're on your path, then love will find you. Your body is the only place you ever truly live in. Don't dim your light to fit in. Shine brightly so you stand out. And he added that last part. So, it really got me to thinking, because you guys, you guys are everything, right? You guys are the master teachers. You guys are the ones that love to nurture others. You use your gifts to help and heal other people. You guys are the ones that represent love. You're very focused on the causes of humanity. You have a spiritual path, which is why you're constantly push yourselves to be better. You live joyfully and energetic energy. You're sympathetic. You're highly sensitive. You're here to use your love and healing energy to help the world have a deeper understanding of the meaning of love. Your doctors, your teachers, your marriage counselors, social workers, musicians, singer, artists, anybody that moves us is who you are. And as a Life 33, you're a gifted speaker and authority figure here as a catalyst for global awakening of one's conscious interaction at a time. You're like a butterfly or a four-leaf clover. You're one of those. You're that amazing. And it's about luck that comes from positive intention and follow through, right? So, your journey is about collaboration rather than competition, right? And you've returned to earth to heal the sixth or third eye chakra in yourself and others, which is foresight, insight, mental health, comfort. You're a visionary who takes on major responsibilities. So I was thinking about this, and I was like, for so many of us master numbers, right? A lot of us are people pleasers. We have this in common. We're people pleasers. We lack boundaries a lot of times because we're people pleasers, and we want to help the world. We want to help everyone around us. We want to help humanity. We want to help everything and everybody. But sometimes we get caught, and our missions are so big, or they feel so big, that we almost are like paralyzed, like, I don't know where to start. My mission's so big. I don't know how to even start to get the ball rolling. How do I do this? So we kind of can stay stagnant too. And we just kind of can be in that place of in between for years if we choose to. But at the crux of it, it's all about self-love, as I always say, because boundaries teach other people. You're teaching them how to treat you. You're teaching them what you will and what you won't accept, right? And people pleasing is something that we learn, we're taught, but it can really be a detriment to us because trust me, I know because I've done it for years. Um, I wanted to go to school to be something completely different than I was, but my mother, and I had great parents, but my mother was paying for school and she wanted me to be something I was never going to be good at, never going to be happy with, which was a paralegal. Because back in the day, this was a long time ago, paralegals, it was like go to school to get an education and have something sturdy that you can fall back on. If shit hits the fan and there's no jobs out there, you can always be a secretary. This is the thought process. This is not today. This was back in the day. Okay, this was a long time ago. I wanted to go to film school in California, right? Because my father was really he was a videographer. I've always loved film. I'm very artistic. I write a lot. It was where I should have gone. But she wanted me to go to school to be a paralegal, which is what she did. It was almost like she was saying, if you don't do this, I won't pay for school. And so, of course, I acquiesced. And what happened was, and I liked it because, I love school. I love to learn. I could stay in school forever. But as soon as I got out, and I was literally a week or 2 weeks on the job, I knew it wasn't going to work out for me. I just knew it was just so monotonous. It was in a cubicle. It was very much the attorney was everything. He was like a god, and the paralegals were like just nothing. We would stay late. It just wasn't for me. Okay. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because yes, I finally broke out of the mold. Yes, I'm finally doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes, I'm happy about that. But everything that we go through, we learn from, right? They're not failures, they're lessons. And these are all lessons that your soul came here to learn. So next life, I hope to God I remember, don't sit in the cubicle because that's not for me. Something legalistic, something really repetitive is not for me. I need adventure. I need, because I will actually self-sabotage when I'm on doing something for too long. So when we think about the master numbers, and you guys, you are so driven to help others, and you're so much of a healer in you that I can see how you could dim your shine or say, hey, I'll always say yes to you no matter what, even if it's something I don't really want to do, because we care so much about what the other person thinks and feels. And that's not a good thing for us, right? So what do we do with that? Well, what I wanted to tell you was that you have to go after your dreams. Now, how do we do that when you are a people pleaser and you don't have boundaries? And the simple answer is you can't. You can't. You cannot. For you to break out and be all that you can be as a 33, wow, this should be a t-shirt. Be all you can be as a 33. Wow, I like that. Where does stuff come from? That's crazy. I gotta write this down. Hold on. Be all you can be as a 33. How funny, right? Um, you have to drop the people pleasing and you have to start living your life for you and no one else. And this is so easy to say, and sometimes it's hard to do. But as I'm going to tell you, you have to take the last parachute on the plane. You have to find somewhere within yourself and realize what's not working, and that maybe you have to go on the road alone for a bit. Maybe you have to completely change directions and pivot and go through a door you've never gone through before. And maybe you need to lay down boundaries with family members or even at work and say, you know what? This was working for me before, but this isn't working for me anymore. I can't do this extra work. I'm not comfortable doing ABC. I need to do something different, right? You need to speak up and you need to follow what makes you happy. Well, how do I know what makes me happy? I get this all the time, right? What's my sole purpose? What makes me happy? What are my gifts? You have to decipher those, and it does take time, but doing this is the best work that you're ever going to do. You came here to understand yourself. The more you understand your gifts and why you're here, the better off you'll be. So I ask you, what are you good at, right? Are you good at writing? You guys are born leaders, right? I mean, you're here to heal the planet as a global awakening in consciousness. This is what you're here to do. You're the teachers, you're the healers, you're the doctors, you're the musicians. You do the things that make people feel things and move them. Maybe you write something and it moves you, it moves other people. Maybe you just say something and that one thing makes people go, whoa, I never thought of it that way. Holy crap, that's amazing. That's all it takes. Like, that's the reason why that we're not for everybody. We're only for a certain amount of people, right? Let me read you a little bit. This was, I think, a year ago of a partial download that I got that I thought would resonate with you guys. It said, just be you, you know, stretching your boundaries, stretch them all the way up to the moon and further, right? It is most important right now for you to choose love. Love for yourself, love for the planet, and love for all. The more you shine, the easier it is, right? Do not fear others' thoughts, just shine and give your very special message. They need hope right now. They need a way. They need God. They need love. Be like I am, gentle and loving, not pushing, but flowing, right? And it's like, you must trust more. Let your faith be bigger than your fear, right? Bring laughter and joy into your life and be spontaneous. Dance, laugh, and love much more. Your tank is depleted. You're here to have fun. Stop being so serious, right? Keep it simple. Lead with your heart. That is all. Simple and be consistent. There are many right now who are searching and struggling with courage. They're giving into fear. It's easy to do, right? So shine, right? Find a way through. Tell them, I found a way through, which I have, and show them, right? And it's all about you, like being who you are and having faith. So I'm going to ask you a very serious question, and you can think about it. And the question is, do you trust the universe to have your back? Do you trust spirit or the divine that they're really going to come through for you? I mean, really trust. Like, completely surrender and say, you know what? I don't know. I'm in a kind of a shit place right now, and I don't know how to get out of it. And I don't know all the answers, but I totally trust you, Spirit. And I'm relying on you because I surrender. Like, I literally surrender. Because I'll be honest with you, being a controlling person who always likes to know what's going to happen because I want to prepare for it, I can say I trust, but I've been thinking about this for a day or two now, and I really don't. I don't trust the universe because I think, I guess I've been let down. But what I have to remember is that I am in exactly where I'm supposed to be, and so are you. And everything that's happened to you has been stuff that you've learned. And when I can look at my life, not here from this perspective, being in this body, but from above, right? Look at all the things you've been through, look at all the lessons you've learned, and look at how much you've changed. I think you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You maybe just don't know it yet. So I would ask you to begin to start trusting, start surrendering more, start having faith more. Let your faith be bigger than your fear, right? Because you guys are here to kick ass. You guys are not here to be small. You're master teachers, which means you've been around the block. You are master, you've been reincarnated more than all the others, right? And yeah, we're complicated. Yeah, we're intense. Yeah, we like to do a lot of things because we're global change makers. Hello, we're unicorns. act accordingly. Seriously. You guys had a bunch of messages come out from my friends, the animals. And the first one's Hawk Spirit, and it says, let spirit be your guide. Hawks are my totem, right? I love hawks. Every time I see a hawk, I know I'm on the right track, or it's a good positive omen for me. And let spirit be your guide is exactly what I just said. What did I just say? I just said, do you trust spirit? Do you trust the universe to completely like let go and say, I surrender and I trust that I'm exactly where I need to be. I have my portion. Nothing that's for me will ever go against me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I am exactly where I need to be, and I'm who I need to be right now. And I trust that everything that's for me is going to continue to come to me, and it's not going to go away from me, and it's not. But you have to believe that, because here's the thing, guys, the more that you believe it, the more you're in flow, right? Every time I say flow, I do this because I think of the infinity symbol, right? When you're in flow, you're in alignment. When you're in alignment, things happen. The stuff that happens to my clients is like, I'm always like one of my clients hasn't had a job in 2 years. He got a job, like we'd only worked together 3 weeks. I'm not saying it's me. It's not me. It's spirit that works through me, right? But also that we're putting him in alignment, right? When you're in alignment, you're right where you're supposed to be, and everything's easy. When you're out of alignment, everything's hard and you have to push and pull to make things happen. When you're in alignment, you're in flow, right? Everything's easy. It's not hard, it's easy. And that's the way your life is supposed to be. Turkey spirit came through. Give with gratitude and grace, right? Don't hold anything back. A lot of you, not a lot of you, some of you are giving, but you're not giving with an open heart. You're giving because you maybe want to get something back, or you think there's an ulterior motive, and spirit's saying, don't do that. That's a no-no. I'm not saying all of you, maybe just one or two of you. If you're going to give with your time, with your money, with your effort, whatever it is, give with an open heart, a fully open heart, not with strings attached, because people can feel that shit. Don't do that. That's not good. But I would encourage you to give because you have a lot to give. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. You know how rabbits are so lucky? This is your time to manifest. We just went through the new moon. This is your time to manifest. Everything you do right now and you think about will be for 6 months. It'll continue to flow into your life. So think big. I mean, huge, to the stratosphere. Everything you could ever want, I want you to focus on it, right? I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's money and revenue for your business. I don't care if it's an award. I don't care if you want to pivot and do something different, if you want good health, whatever it is, and all the above, focus on that. And because that's what's going to happen for the next 6 months. Okay. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love, which means be loyal to yourself, be loyal to your dreams, be loyal to those around you that you love, be loyal to spirit that's given you life, be loyal to Mother Gaia who supports us, right? Be loyal to your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, and just please, you got to keep going because the collective needs you. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. What did I say? Right? What did he say? Like, be playful, dance, laugh, love. Your tank is depleted. You're here to have fun. Stop being so serious. I think that's a master number thing that we all are like that. We're all pretty serious people. I'm a pretty serious person. I like to have fun and laugh. I joke around all the time, but I am very intense and serious most of the time. And I have to remember to play because that's what life's about. And remember, guys, it's about harmony and balance, right? Harmony and balance. That's why you need to work out. You need to get in nature. You need to ground yourself. You need to have fun, right? You need to let loose. You need to just work hard, but play too, right? Play too. It's important because you can get some great inspiration when you're playing around. Giraffe spirit came. See the big picture. I love giraffes. That's what I'm saying. Right now, everything that you're thinking about and manifesting will continue for the next 6 months. So think big. So normally if you're thinking that you just want to like make X amount of dollars and you want to kind of keep it, status quo. No, 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 no. Think big and then think quadruple that, right? Think like maybe you want to raise your rates. I was talking with my coach about this the other day and he gave me a number and I was like, what? What? And it was like totally out of the ballpark in my humble opinion. And he's like, this is what you're worth. You're worth the transformation. I was like, yeah, you're right. I am. You guys are worth gold. And I want you to start thinking of yourself that way because you are worth gold. You are gold. What you offer and bring to the table is gold. And here's the thing, if you don't see yourself as gold, no one will. No one. You have to see yourself as awesome, right? Like A-list actors, they don't see them like before they're A-list actors, they're just regular actors. They don't see themselves as regular people. They see themselves as freaking A-list actors before they're that person, right? That's what you have to do. You've got to feel it because when you vibrate in that, all that comes towards you. Last but not least, frog spirit, clear out the clutter. When I think of that, I think about what's in your mind, the clutter in your mind and in your world. What's stopping you from living your dreams? What's stopping you from following your dreams? Right? Because let me read that to you one more time because it was so awesome. People need to follow their dreams. That is how they find themselves and their true happiness. Go after your dreams. After all, that is heaven guiding you to your path and destiny. You can't live your life for other people. You are here to live your life for you. And when you find yourself and you're on your path, then love will find you. And your body is the only place you ever truly live in. So don't dim your light to fit in. Shine brightly so you stand out, right? You're not here to make everybody else happy. And you know what? Even if you could, you can't. It's just not the way it works. So start living your life for you and follow your dreams. I want to know in the comments, what are your dreams? And I want to know how big you're going to take this. So please let me know. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully this helped you. I know it was a little bit shorter, but hopefully you got something out of it. And guys, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.